Doubie and the bald spot in the motherfucking morning.
Hello, hello.
I got dog hair all over my fucking socks.
Welcome back, finally, to a new episode of Doubie and the Bald Spot.
Doubie and the bald spot in the motherfucking morning. Redo. There we go.
All right. Welcome.
I'm leaving that in.
You're leaving that in? Good, okay.
It's staying in.
That's staying in, yeah.
It's staying in.
With the dog hair compliments of Rue.
Yeah, my puppy dog.
Yeah, she's our camera person today.
Yeah.
She's behind the scenes.
Say hi, Rue. Whew.
Yeah, we'll edit that in.
We'll edit that in.
Yeah.
Oh, how you been, Edward?
Good. I've been back. I've been working a lot. I became semi-Instagram famous on the EB Games Instagram. I'm featured in their EB Games Canada's commercials and advertisements on social media.
That's why he said semi-famous, because it's EB Games Canada.
Yes. So I did some ads and some commercials for them, and one of them had 750,000 views on Instagram, which was pretty cool. It was me talking about Transformers. And I've been recognized a few times in downtown Toronto, and someone's like, "Hey, I saw you on Instagram," and I'm like, "Really?" Hoping it was like my poutine joke, or maybe my trick or treat joke, and they go, "I saw you on the EB Games Instagram," which is really cool. So it's a baby steps is how I'm taking it, but it's I got to the city's going crazy right now with FIFA. So
FIFA's
we got
in Toronto.
We got some World Cup going on. It's a little bit crazy, getting around the city, but not as crazy as fucking New York.
No. Yeah, I've heard from Edward specifically. I don't know anything about basketball.
Okay, so the New York Knicks, their basketball team won after over 50 years, and the fans decided to do what all good sports fans do and set their city on fire. Mm-hmm. We saw people burning down taxi cabs, lighting school buses on fire and pushing them in the river. We saw Spider-Man beat the shit out of someone in a Wemby jersey. It was crazy. I
like the idea of Spider-Man just taking on French immigrants. That's so funny.
It is.
They're like, Tabernacle. He's like, it comes with great responsibility, you piece of shit. Sorry. Anyways, Wemby.
Yeah, fuck, man. Wemby, nuts. Everybody's heard of him.
He does look like a Spider-Man villain.
He does. He does look like a Spider-Man villain.
7-foot infinity.
Yeah. He's and he was throwing people around too. Like he didn't surrender.
No.
In the French, they collapsed.
Yeah.
They collapsed, but he was tough. He was throwing elbows. He was using his height to his advantage and throwing, those little 6'7" guys to the ground. Yeah.
Before Wemby, the most famous French person was really short.
He's making up for it. It's evening out.
With him, the average is right in the middle, man.
Yeah.
The average is 5'10".
Dominant
if
French
you
guy.
do Napoleon and you do Wemby, it's 5'10", right in the middle.
Just a normal French guy.
Yeah, normal French guy in the middle of those two. But other than that, I know them.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Name another French guy.
Jacques Cousteau.
Is the Pink Panther? Is that?
No, Jacques Cousteau, the marine biologist.
Oh, you fucking...
The guy who inspired the SpongeBob, the French guy. He's like, welcome to the undersea.
Okay, that's such a weird poll.
No, I wanted to be a marine biologist.
Can you name one that people know? Other than Jacques Cousteau from the Pink Panther? Now, I guess.
Georges St. Pierre, the UFC fighter. He's French-Canadian.
Fuck, okay. My last name is Dubois. I'm allowed to do this. I do want to make that very clear.
Yeah. Shout out Georges St. Pierre.
Yeah. Good job. Thanks for putting us on the map.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo!
He wasn't at the UFC event at the White House. That was another crazy ass sports thing. It looked like the biggest. It looked like AI. I saw pictures from it. I don't know how that was real. I still don't believe it. that looked like it was AI. Did you see the pictures from the UFC White House event? It's exactly what it sounds like. Trump hosted for his 80th birthday party a UFC event on the White House lawn.
That's pretty sick. That does sound like
I'm going to be honest, it does sound pretty sick.
Would plan if it wasn't for their birthday.
If it was anybody other than Trump, I'd be like, all right, that's like if Obama was like, hey, we're hosting a boxing match at the White House for the and it was something like that,
I'd be like, that's kind of cool.
I'd be like, that's not bad.
Yeah, but because it's Trump, I'm like, he wants us to beat each other in front of him for his
it's
birthday.
Fucking Roman Empire with the gladiators fighting on the Colosseum and shit.
And then we're gonna release a lion at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fucking Caligula over here, fucking sitting there falling asleep in his fucking chariot. Jesus Christ.
We're gonna do it in my gold ballroom.
We're gonna fight. We're gonna love it. Oh my god. Fucking...
The loser gets eaten by a lion. The winner, lion. Also, we're gonna lion everybody.
Oh my god. How have you been? What have you been up to?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
I'm a superintendent now.
Nice. That's amazing.
Yep. I work in a building.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I enjoy it. It's very fun. Lets me do my comedy at night.
That is very fun.
So that's helpful.
That's awesome.
I've been starving off of just comedy as my income. That's my dog. You can probably hear her in the background.
Mm-hmm.
But now I have food.
Yeah.
So you might have noticed I've gained a little bit of weight.
Mm-hmm. Which means you look like your face is kind of filled out a little bit. Yeah, it's
filled out a little bit. I don't look like I'm going to die anymore.
There you go.
Still sad about it. I want to be skinny.
Well, starving artist really.
Yeah.
There goes Ruru
there goes
with the light. Okay.
It's not a professional production unless the dog fucks it up.
What do you think, Ruru?
What do you think, pup?
Can you fix that? Can you put it back up, Ruru?
You put it back up. Go lie down.
She's like, I was going to fix it. You just want me to fix it. All right. There we go. Thanks, Ruru.
Thanks, pup, for fixing it for us.
That's our tech team.
All right, lie down, puppy. Lie down. Lie down. You fucking freak.
So starving artist. It's the term the starving part of it kind of sucks. I'll be honest. It's
it does.
It sucks.
It's nice to make money from comedy. It was nice to tell people that that's my job. But it's also nice to be able to say yes when someone's like, you want to hang out later? And I'm like, yeah, I can't afford the bus tonight. That's cool too. Instead of having to use it all for a rent.
Yep.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the other thing. This job is my rent.
Yes, that's really
I don't have to. What I get paid, it's just my money. I mean, I'm in debt. But other than that, it's my money. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Well, who isn't? Yeah. Who isn't in debt, right?
We're
all in debt.
We're in Canada.
Exactly.
It's good.
We're fine.
I blame Dougie, little fat Dougie.
Little Dougie.
Yep. Big Doug.
Big Dougie.
Big Doug.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not so fresh.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. I think people get too focused on what's going on in
Pug Ford.
Oh man. No, I don't know. I feel like people are like, "Oh, everything's going on in the world," and then people are like, "Oh, like Doug Ford gets away with a lot of shit."
Yeah. Yep.
And people complain about it, but he still gets away with it. People are like, "Oh man, he shouldn't be able to do that," and then he just keeps getting away with it. And it's like, fucking, I don't know. We can vote. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. It's for me. I'm just like, okay, but okay. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, and people are blaming the federal government for a lot of the stuff that Doug Ford is doing.
Yep.
So like a lot of like the right side people in Ontario that hate what's happening in Ontario blame Carney. And it's like, yeah, sure, Carney's responsible for some of it. I'm not the biggest fan of him either.
Yep.
But like Doug Ford is our federal guy or our provincial guy. Yeah. Sorry.
You know, it's a lot of people don't know how much power the provinces have. There's, that's why we can't buy BC wine in Ontario, because the provinces hold a lot of power. The provinces can actually tell the federal government to fuck off.
more power than the states in the U.S.
Yeah, the provinces can tell the federal government to fuck off in a lot of aspects. That's why pipelines don't get built. That's why we can't buy BC wine in Ontario.
Yeah.
That's why gas costs way more here than it does in Alberta.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Alberta wants to fucking separate, and the French before wanted to separate because the provinces are very independent of one another. Like it's different up here. Like it's the states all are there 50 different states, but they're like the provinces. Like when I was out in BC, it felt like a different country than it did in Ontario. Like Alberta, Calgary felt like being back in the States. Like it's very, like, and even in Newfoundland, it was like a completely different world.
Yeah.
So it's, and Newfoundland was amazing. Like I loved being out in Newfoundland. I was only there for a couple.
Newfoundland feels like you're in Ireland.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like I was there for a couple of weeks and it was amazing. Like
BC feels like you're in California.
Yeah.
Alberta feels like you're in Texas. And Ontario feels like you're in New York, but like a more right-wing New York.
Yeah.
You know, does that make sense?
Well, it's weird because you got the city of Toronto, which is very liberal, and you got the bigger cities, which have, again, it's the same thing that you have in most
kind of divides. And then Quebec is weird.
Well, Quebec,
I don't even know how I would describe Quebec. There's tons of French people, but then there's like a surprising amount of like Caribbean and like Jamaican people.
Well, in Quebec is interesting as well. Yeah, like you said, because it's a lot of the French. A lot of the French colonies in the Caribbean. Yeah. They also, that's a French-speaking place. They can go. They don't have to learn another language to go there. So
exactly. Like Cedric, he grew up in Montreal. Yep. Right. So it's a big thing out there.
Yeah. Yeah. No. And again, there's so many laws you see in Canada, like valid in all provinces except Quebec, because Quebec has such different laws than a lot of other provinces. So it's even trying to do comedy in different provinces and what you can get taxed on and what grants are available for comedians in Ontario versus Quebec. Like Quebec has a lot of arts grants.
Yeah, Quebec has a lot more arts grants.
Yep.
Well, I don't think any of the grants are for comedians. Because comedy isn't technically recognized as an art form.
But they're for performance.
They're for performance.
We can be considered actors and writers. Like
so I've gotten a grant from the government before, and I had to submit like a couple posters and like I think I submitted some like some checks from Yuck Yucks.
Okay.
So like being like, look, I get paid for this.
Right. Like this is a real thing.
Yeah.
Like proof of concept kind of thing. Yeah.
So they exist, but it was a performer one. Other people applying for it would have been like musicians or like magicians. Magician would probably be considered an art form in Canada, is under my assumption. But But stand up isn't.
Yeah, but it's again, performing, acting, writing. You have to apply for those grants. But like you said, you're up against people who aren't comedians. So. It's kind of a double-edged sword because you have a lot wider pool, but it also means that you have to be better in other aspects. You can't. You can't.
I know comics who applied for the grant and didn't get it, who are more established than me.
Yeah.
But they probably just didn't put like a check.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Also,
and then I know comics who are less established than me who got it.
Yeah.
And then I know comics who got half of the amount, which I was like, that's
a partial grant. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Well, maybe they established like maybe the project that they were trying to do was only like oh hey, I only need this much for a live show versus a tour or something like that. Like it could be, I don't know what the criteria was, but
I'm pretty sure I don't recall specifically, but I think it was like a COVID relief thing.
Okay.
So like because people couldn't perform during COVID,
right?
They put out this thing that you could apply for as a performer to like subsidize the shows you weren't doing.
Fair enough. Okay.
And you just had to show them that your main source, if not one of your main sources of income, was that.
Right. Okay.
So I know a lot of comics that applied to it and just sent posters that they didn't get paid for.
Right.
And then got it. You know what I mean?
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. But specifically comedy grants, I don't think that exists in Canada.
If there are any comedy grants that you know of, post the links in the comments, because again,
there's scholarships like with Humber or through Second City. But I don't think there's any grants.
No, because I got a scholarship for second year of Humber, but I had I had to pay for first year, and I just like work through first year, submit a writing piece to the school, and then write an article about why I was in financial need and what I was planning on doing with comedy in my future. So I had to do like all these different things to get, but I ended up getting my second year of Humber paid for because it was I was able to get that scholarship, and that was amazing. But that was, like you said, that was through Humber. Yeah. That wasn't through like the Ontario government, Arts Council. That wasn't through anything the federal government set up other than that was directly through some donations to Humber and things like that. So, we need more comedy grants in this country.
I would have got the stand-up grant from Humber, but I didn't do my gen ed.
Yeah,
I know that because Larry told me. He was like, "You should have done your gen ed because you would have got like $1,000 from this stand-up grant."
Yeah,
and I was like, shit. Grant. I say grant. Scholarship.
Yeah.
I don't know specifically what it is.
Same thing, yeah.
So whoever in my year won it, just know that you're getting my sloppy seconds. Enjoy the $1,000.
There you go.
It was nice while it was in my hands for a second.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I hope it was warm when it touched your palm.
Gross.
I spit on it.
Yeah. Ew. Ew. So what? Do you see any good comedy lately?
Yes.
Okay.
I have.
You like yes. Next question.
I've really been enjoying Fahim Anwar's clips.
Okay.
He posted one the other day about like I don't even remember what the joke was. He was like, he did a joke about he just did an act out of like where he did an act out of a monkey, and then he was like, I know that I seem really good at that. I know that, don't worry. And then he was like, I did that once at a show, and some comics were like, how long have you been working on that act out? And I was like, that was the first time. Like, he just did the thing across the stage. He just riffed on that. It was so funny. He was like, I gotta run it through Ancestry or something. and then he does like the gorilla walking forward. He's like, hey dad, and he's like, and then the gorilla's like, but he does it so fucking good. Yeah. It blew me away. Just the mime work on that was wild. It was so good. Yeah. Anyways, he needs my shout out.
Yeah.
So Fahim, check him out.
Yeah. Someone who is doing some really cool stuff back to being in New York right now. Yeah. Our good friends Sebastian Fazio and Amanda Custodio just did roast battle against people in New York, and they actually had Jeff Ross be one of their guest judges, cool. Which was really cool. Very cool. That is somebody who I feel like could deserve a shout out.
If you check out the Joker's Wild page.
Yeah, we've done their shows. Yeah, we've done the roast
you
battle
can
shows.
Watch me roast Sebastian if you want. Yeah, there's a couple clips up there.
Yeah, there's clips of me roasting in a strip battle on International Women's Day. Yeah, it was a great show.
I got 2 clips that are semi-viral on that page specifically. One with Anna Luo. That one's got like 30,000 views or something. And then one with Ada, and that one's got like 500,000.
With Ada Nicole, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I made like $300 from Facebook. Right, $300 or $400. I don't know. It was some good money though.
That is
good
money.
Nowhere.
Yeah, that is awesome money.
Yeah. So post your shit on Facebook, comics. What are you doing?
Yeah. And shout out to Sebastian, Amanda, and Joker's Wild for crushing.
I thought you were gonna be like, shout out to Facebook.
No, they don't need. No, they don't need our shout out. No, they don't need our shout out. They make enough money. But shout out to the money they gave you.
Yeah. No, that was great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg.
Shout out to ad revenue.
I hope the next egg you lay hatches well.
Yes. He's a lizard.
Yeah. He's like, thanks, Evan.
Yep.
His eye blinks sideways.
He waves like the lizard in Hoppers.
Oh.
I got the big can today. I figured I was falling asleep I was dozing off before we started filming. I was like, can't do this. I'm like, we haven't filmed in a while.
Oh, I think this podcast has been pretty good so far.
I think it's been really good so far. What time are we at?
Well, we're at 20.
We're at 20? That's pretty good so far.
Yeah.
One stand-up special I did see recently. Well, 2 actually that I want to talk about. One was Wanda Sykes, who I've said before on this podcast, and anybody who will listen, that she is, and she probably always will be my favorite stand-up comic ever. I love Wanda Sykes. She is.
That's a wild take.
She is. I don't want.
I'm not saying I hate Wanda Sykes.
I won't say
think
she's
Wanda
the
Sykes
best.
is hilarious.
Because again, other like
but
objectively,
to say
people
your
like
favorite,
my favorite
comedian ever is Wanda Sykes,
and that was established when I was a very young kid. Like I saw her in shows and movies, shows like The New Adventures of Old Christine.
Is it weird that feels like super progressive to me?
I don't know. She's always been like I saw her and I'm like she's my favorite.
Like you look like your favorite comic's Louis C.K. You know what I mean? So like you're telling me
No, but seriously, like she's always been like there's something about the way the matter of fact real sarcasm and the
no
nonsense
understand.
Yeah,
I understand,
I
but like
always loved her delivery and
I get this. I understand this, but it's obvious to most people that for me,
right?
Because I do musical comedy, my favorite comic is Bo Burnham.
Right.
You do not seem like your favorite comic is Wanda Sykes. I'm sorry.
I love what she is. It is. It's I've said that it's been true since I was a kid, and when I really first started discovering what stand-up was, and started listening to stand-up albums, and you know, my dad when I was a kid, and probably one thing I really appreciate about my dad is he didn't hold back comedy from me when I was a little kid.
Yeah,
shows like South Park, I was allowed to watch.
He was like, "Wait till you check out my favorite." Wanda Sykes.
No. My dad's favorite comedian is and I even had the joke about it. We talked about Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
So I got to watch his specials, Delirious and Raw, at a younger age. So I got to see those specials and kind of.
Your dad's fucking hip.
My dad, Again, my dad, he hung out in the 80s. He did lights for a band and
Bro
smoked
could
hash.
have been showing you Dice Clay, but he was watching some good shit.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Yeah, no, my dad has some good taste when it comes to that stuff, music and comedy. But
his dad looks like he likes Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah.
No offense to Eddie's dad, our only viewer.
Well, yeah, no, it's good. So she put out a new special. That was really, really good. You know, classic, you know, Wanda talking about, she mixes it up between her family and her politics, but really good delivery. And anybody who just likes stand-up comedy, check that one out.
Okay.
The second one it was on Hulu. It was Hannah Bernier's special. And she's maybe not everybody knows who she is. I've seen a lot of her over the years on Instagram and on social media. And this is the first time I've seen her have a streaming special, which I was really excited for. And she did, it was really good. But I mentioned this to you earlier, where a lot of the jokes that she did in the special I had seen before from her on social media. So it's kind of a, you know, it was good, but I was like, oh, I already knew the punchlines, and it was kind of the same. It was you know, a good chunk of the set was things I've seen before. So it was still really good. I still really liked it. Yeah. She was good. And she held her own. So some comedians, even comedians I like on Instagram, it's hard for me once they go to that hour-long format. It's hard for me to they don't keep attention because they're used to doing clips, right? They're used to doing jokes for clips.
Yeah,
so to keep someone's attention for an hour after doing that is tough.
Yeah,
she managed to do that, which I really appreciated. You're kind of making that good transition. So that's a really cool shout out. Not a lot of people who get Instagram famous do that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I did notice a lot of jokes. So what that's one thing I wanted to ask you about. Kind of transition to that, where in the age of social media, posting your jokes as you're trying to make it, as you're trying to get big. What do you? And you've done that. You've kind of run into this before, where some of your jokes have gone viral. Where do you think about that, and how do you think about where's your opinion on that, about posting your best jokes to get noticed versus okay, now it's time to do a special. Well, a lot of people, millions of people have seen these jokes.
Yeah.
Do I put them in the special or not when it's my A+ material? Like, how do you feel about that?
So I think you should just be posting it all.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Especially if you're on the come up. If you're someone like, massive, like you're like John Mulaney, you don't need to do that. You can just wait until the special comes out and then post your clips to promote the special.
Right.
But until that, you're promoting yourself all the time,
Okay.
And like worst case scenario, the thing gets 1 million views. You drive like 2 people to a show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those 2 people who come to the show, if they heard 30 seconds of your 45, know they're not gonna bat an eye.
Right.
But that until you're huge and you have diehard fans that are watching all your shit.
Right.
I don't think you really have to worry about that.
Okay.
I'm still using a lot of the jokes from my last special when I go around and do shows.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that when people go to a show, if they see me on the poster, they're going to Google me, make sure I'm funny.
Right.
You know, but I know they're not going to sit and watch 40 fucking videos in a row. They're going to watch one or two clips. They'll be like, oh, he seems funny. And then they'll come to the show. You know what I mean?
Right.
If they come to the show and they really like it, then they'll follow me, maybe watch all my clips.
Right.
Which is cool.
And then you built a fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
But you're not going to build that fan unless you're posting all the time.
Right.
You know?
Very true. Okay.
Like, even if somebody sees you at a show and they follow you, if you're not posting shit, they're just going to forget about you. You know what I mean? There's so much shit happening all the time. They're not going to... Unless they're a diehard fan, like I am a Bo, I'll wait 5 years for his next album.
Exactly.
Nobody's waiting 5 years for my next.
So yeah, you got to post your stuff. When you got to have it ready to keep that consistency and to keep.
But it's also like that's the point of making shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Is making it and putting it out there and then making more shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't understand the purists that are like, you got to save it for the special. It's like. Well, no one's going to fucking watch the special if I don't get 1 million views on a clip. Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's just what it is.
Right on.
You know?
Yeah, that's a good take.
Yeah. 1 sec. Water fill up break.
All right. We will be back after these messages.
Wait. There you go. I pressed the fart button.
All right.
We're back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Doobie and the Bald Spot in the motherfucking morning.
All right. Welcome back.
Welcome.
How much time do we have left?
Oh, I restarted the camera.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, cool.
We're good for a while. I'm just double checking the audio because I'm...
Can you hear us? Are we still good?
Yeah, we're still good. I'm going to be better at my job from now on.
All right, check. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, cool. Some. I know. I'm trying to think of stuff because we did. Okay. So, confession. We did an episode. We filmed last time we were here, and we talked about some stuff, and the audio didn't work. So we didn't.
This is what the audio sounded like because I forgot to press one button. That's
yep.
You hear how shitty that sounds? That's what that sounded like.
So we filmed an episode it was a decent episode, but the audio didn't work, and so now I'm trying to think if there was anything that we talked about.
No, fuck that. That episode sucked. I'll be real. This episode's way better. It's honestly, you guys are blessed that the other one's trashed. Because
it is. It was a horrible. That was like a practice episode.
Yeah, it was a bad episode, and then it also had fucking that happening.
Yeah, there was nothing good. I don't think we talked about anything good.
No, we didn't. We didn't talk about anything good. It was a warm-up episode
because we've been off for so long.
Yeah,
doing our own things, working.
Yeah,
living life.
Yeah,
being ourselves. So we.
Yeah, man. Look, we got Pug Ford out of this episode.
I know.
Like, look at that.
It was brilliant. Yeah.
Brilliant.
What are
Thanks, Eddie.
Yeah, exactly.
No take backs.
What are some other things that have happened since we've been off? Drake put out some ice in the city. He
Oh yeah.
He went a little overboard for that, but Drake always goes overboard. Drake's always extra.
Yep.
I think that's his brand. You know, he has to
be an extra.
Exactly. He put a bunch of ice in the city of Toronto.
Yeah. What does the OVO stand for again?
October's very own. Because he was born in October.
He wanted the whole month.
Yeah.
You know why he got October?
Why?
Black people didn't want to let him into February. That's really good.
That is really good. Although one thing about Drake though is his comedic timing is super underrated.
Yeah.
Back from his Degrassi days.
You know what? I think he would even appreciate that joke I just made.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. Drake is actually funny as fuck. I think he did some sketches with Will Ferrell.
Yep.
He's done a bunch of stuff. I don't think he takes himself too seriously. I think he's in on like the Drake, like the memes and I think he's like,
yeah,
because that's part of his brand.
I think you have to be at that point.
Yeah.
If you're that famous and people are memeing you, if you're not like trying to be in on the joke, you're just gonna be miserable all the time.
Exactly. Especially if like that's part of the brand. Like he made so much money off this last album or these last albums. He put fucking basically he's like, here's everything to get out of his contract with UMG. So he put out 3 albums at once to end his contract, and he's like, here you go. There's some when you pick through all 40 songs. I haven't picked through all 40 songs. I'll be honest. I've heard like 3 or 4 of them, and they're the hits. They're like the ones that would be on the radio. Well. Yeah.
Okay.
They're like the radio hits, and there's like 1 or 2.
If people still listen to that radio.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was. It's Drake stuff. Drake doing Drake stuff. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put some ice downtown.
Yeah, exactly. Not the kind of ice they have downtown New York and Chicago right now, though, for the World Cup.
No.
That's crazy. Like, arresting people, like, you're like, oh, hey, come here for the World Cup. It's not like, because again, it's like that defeats the whole purpose. It's like, it's like, hey, come here.
The World Cup is literally supposed to bring all of the countries together.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
One of the funniest things I've read in a long time was the unintentional culture clash between the Japanese and Korean people and people in Mexico, because they all went to Mexico to watch the soccer game, and when you give somebody in Japan a gift, you accept it. Mm-hmm. So when they kept bringing the chips and salsa to the tables for the Japanese people, they kept eating it, and they went through like 4 or 5 baskets of chips. And there's this one person online was talking about how they kept eating the chips, and they were full by the time it got there, and now they're in love with chips and salsa.
Yeah,
because that was and like that's what the World Cup should be about.
Yeah, being in love with chips and salsa.
Exactly, finding new, experiencing new countries and new cultures. Not arresting referees that you've first invited to ref soccer in your country. Like, what? That's wild. I don't know. We live in wild times, but we get to do comedy about it. So
that's crazy. Bringing someone here to officiate the rules, and then having the other guys who officiate the rules come after them.
Yep.
Like a dark, twisted irony.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I am stupid. Maybe I'm fucking dumb. Do you ever try and sound smart, and then you're like, nah, I think I'm fucking dumb, actually. I think I'm just an idiot.
You're like, I just heard myself say that.
Yeah, I heard myself speak, actually, and I changed my mind. I don't think that anymore. Did it ever happen to you?
No, never.
No,
I'm joking.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah. There's been times where I've tried to.
I think I'm a pretty smart person. Yeah. I try my best to keep up to date with what's going on in the world. Mm-hmm. I have a pretty decent vocabulary when I'm not playing the fool to be funny.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be saying something, and then I'll just view myself from the third person. I'm like, what is this fucking idiot doing?
I feel like weed has a lot to do with that. I feel like that when I'm really baked sometimes.
Okay.
Where I'll be trying to explain something.
Way to fucking out me to the audience. They know. They all know.
Yeah,
I just thought that funny.
The
YouTube's not supposed to know.
Okay.
They're gonna demonetize.
Well,
us.
then we'll bleep that out.
We're gonna lose the money on these 4 views.
We'll beep it out.
Yeah, you're right.
We'll beep it out.
We're already negative 50 on this episode.
I know.
You bought so many energy drinks. We really need this to work out.
I bought one energy drink, but it was a big one. Okay.
It was just $7 that energy drink.
I know. Inflation's wild.
Canadian dollars, I want to say.
$7 Canadian to all
so like 4 American, but
that's a lot.
Still.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That is too much.
Maybe even $4.50.
I know.
Yeah.
That's too much. I don't know what the dollar is right now. It's wild.
Yeah.
But I know.
You know what the pound is?
I don't.
No?
No, I don't know what it is right now. I know that it wasn't doing too well a while ago.
What's the yen at? It's probably doing good right now.
I hope so. I don't know.
You hope so?
I don't know. I don't know what the yen's at right now. What the fuck?
Isn't that China?
That's Japan.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What's China then?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure China's yen.
We gotta look it up now.
Oh, well, one of us is racist.
No.
My guess is on the one in the bucket hat, and not the guy wearing the Japanese anime jacket.
I'm looking this up.
Yeah, Google it. Google it.
My phone's at 1%, so this
Come
is,
on, quick. Yen, what country? That's all you need. AI will fix it. Kill the ice caps. We only have 1%. Go.
Chinese is the yuan.
Fuck.
YUAN.
Fuck. It's close. Y and an N and then vowel. Okay. What's yen then? Japanese? Okay. Right, yeah. Fuck. Well, now we got to cut the whole segment.
No. Now we got to.
Well, no, I was pretty boisterous about me thinking I was right, you know, and then I even showed off my anime jacket.
I know.
And then I was still fucking wrong. So I really don't want this part in the episode.
Well, Evan.
Especially after I just was like, I'm fucking dumb. I'm a fucking idiot. And then I was like, no, the yen is from China. And now, look, I'm wearing a Japanese jacket. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, man.
Fuck. I don't even know what to do anymore. I don't know how to turn this around. I'm just in a hole.
I think okay, so what if you could go to any country?
Wait. I know how to turn around.
How?
Repeat line. I'm just in a hole. A butthole. Problem solved.
There you go.
It's all about comedic timing. Sorry, continue.
And that's called the transition, folks.
Yeah. As you were saying, Edward. Continue, dear boy.
Well,
my lord.
Yes, my lord. Yes. By the way, we do voices.
What beeth on your mind, my lord? We do bad voices.
Bad voices.
We didn't
voices.
say they were good.
No, they're not good voices at all. One or two of them might be okay.
Hello. That's my Scooby-Doo impression. What do you think?
Hello. How are you today?
Oi, bruv. Can me have a Scooby snack?
Fucking Peaky Blinders Scooby-Doo.
Jeepers.
Oh man.
Okay. That's fun.
Okay, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy.
Yeah.
On Epstein Island.
On Epstein Island?
Yeah.
Like Scoob.
Right, Shaggy?
Where are all the kids?
Uh-oh.
Well, you can't say uh-oh. You don't even know where they are yet.
It's what?
Nah.
What do you mean, nah?
I like knowing people when we do improv.
Okay.
It's really fun for me to just shut it down. I'm just gonna shut it down. I think let's do another scene, and with the audience knowing my goal is to shut it down. This is gonna be fun.
Okay. Same characters or different characters?
Sure, that's fine. We can do same characters.
Okay. Hey, Raggy?
Yeah, Scoop.
Where's Repstein?
Who?
Referee Repstein?
Can you please explain that in great detail to me, Scoop? Because I don't know. I've never heard of him.
Uh-oh. Not a Scooby-Doo again. Nope. Where else, Raggy? No.
It would be funny if right after Jeffrey Epstein was caught, he had to be like, if it wasn't for these meddling kids.
And that's where we're going to end it, folks. Have a good night. We'll see you soon.
Doubie and the Box Pod.